You ready to start fighting for real?
Well, look, ho, wait you out of you, crowd. Ho, ho, ho. Ah, I didn't even remember what was on my katana sword, but it was ice. It's ice to meet you. So standard issue samurai, remember this? Remember Kurosento? Level 90 Kurosento with his 53 vigor? Because I don't. I don't. It's been a while since I've played this. If you're watching this in the future on the playlist, you might not notice there was a time skip, but your brain did, or at least my brain did. That's right, we went through the Volcano Manor, making no unnecessary, untawdry Star Fox references, and then beat one of the Godscan Apostles. See, you all approved of me remembering that much of Standard Issue Samurai. Okay, let's sit down for a spell, and by that I mean remember how to play this game. First you touch Grace, then you cut face. That's the Samurai Credence and Credo. Okay, yeah, the Volcano Manor. I remember this. Let's switch back to the classic Bushido. Where is that at? Unsheath. King Unsheath. Yeah, okay. Look at all this cool stuff. Even as a standard issue samurai, look at all the cool stuff this guy has. Doing a fantastic job of coming back to this, by the way. So, I kept telling myself every time I thought about playing this again, I'm like, but you don't remember how to play Elden Ring. You already weren't good at it. But then I decided today, I'm just going to wing it. So, if I don't remember any running plot points or nonsense, all I remember is yelling Bushido and making occasional references to a certain Dragoon woman from a certain Final Fantasy. You're like, well, that could be any Tenfei video. Serpent's a minion. I see. That's quite something to come back to. All right, how much more of this place do I need to do? Do I need to complete the Volcano Manor? Let's toggle an elevator first. An elevator action. Okay, I've got boiled crab and neck bones. I'm remembering in real time. I'm remembering what this game was and what it meant to me. I'm remembering the art of Bushido. And I'm remembering how James Rolfe cannot take that honor away from me, even with his tawdry words. If only there was a foe to vanquish. I feel like Kabapu from XL Saga. You're like, yep, I totally understand what that means, Uncle Tenfei. I'm glad to have you back. Glad to have you back. Write this message. Hidden path ahead. Methinks a liar. Yep, already the deception, human deception has already wafted over us. And I'm going to continue doing Noctis jumps. Noctis jumps until I remember A and Y. Or as we used to call them, X and triangle. Remember when the circle button was the confirmation button before the Baka Gaijin took over? All that changed when the Baka Gaijin nation attacked. That's like Final Fantasy XI when the servers opened up to the US. You're like, man, you fell right back into the swing of this, Uncle Tenfei, because you're saying a lot of words and I don't understand most of them. So I'd say we're back in business. Back in black. Back in Kuro. The Sento of a Kuro, son. Ooh-wah. Come on now. Al Pacino, son. This ain't the Binding of Isaac. We ain't making no devil deals. I did get Dunkin' Donuts this morning, though. So, Elden Ring ahead, try jumping. Why don't you try doing better? We're not getting very good quality messages. Did I mention recently that I'm just sort of winging it? Oh, we made our way back around. It forms a circle. I think this man was actually telling us how to advance the game state. You're like, well, this is like a side quest area, Uncle David. Oh yeah, I'm remembering now, real time. I don't think this message was a lie. It certainly wasn't. Maybe we could pick a better spot to jump down, I'm just saying. Don't know why it's got to be down there into the pits of despair. The pits of Cancun or whatever. Cancun pits where the Sarlacc hangs out. Oh, well, there was also an item. That's what they wanted me to know. Thank you. Anonymous contributor. Everyone's favorite obscure Homestar Runner character. Oh, these are enemies. Oh, that's right. I was using the Frosty katana technique. Yeah, you almost got me. These guys remind me a lot of the leeches from Blighttown in Dark Souls. Is that what Miyazaki was going for? Blighttown leeches. Blighttown leeches sing this song. You know what? You could get a little bit of Bushido. I think you'd find that neato with your shameful lava spits. Bushido! I do just a little bit of damage to these guys. What about jump attacks? Professor Crescent. I should still have her talisman, son, of course. The Rat Claw Talisman. Well, this is the easiest video game they ever made. I can't believe people complain about this. What happened to this dumb asshole? Okay. Alright. Ultra Great Sword Magician. That's cool. And then you ran off a cliff and died. At least it's not as bad as whatever happened to this person. Wow, we didn't even get to make fun of your equip load. I didn't get to be properly condescending. Offer precious item, do it. No. You don't know me. That's not precious, son. Oh, they're making a reference to Gollum. I'm such an idiot. There's thumbnail potential here. Anytime Kurosento here sheathing his katana in a Bushido manner with a low angle is the equivalent of Claire Redfield holding a shotgun in one of my Resident Evil 2 randomizer thumbnails, son. It's the only thing people click on. Especially if she's Tifa Lockhart. Okay, oh yeah, we're supposed to jump down. This probably tells me that. Time for down, comma, system of. Are you the same person I watched fall to their death? That doesn't inspire much confidence, son. I gotta tell you, nothing makes me lose confidence in a random, anonymous contributor than them running off a cliff and then leaving a hateful ghost behind to remind others of what they did. This seems like a shitty place to have built, like a castle complex. Maybe the lava wasn't here yet. Try left and then seek door. That's like a note you leave for the delivery guy. Did you do it, buddy? Are you that same person again? Oh yeah, we can't summon Torrent here, can we? The horse. The horse. My kingdom to summon the horse. Like, I gotta remember that the jump button is the button you expect to jump. Haha! My feet did taste but the slightest of your fiery heat. Ho ho! Oh hey! Ain't you birdie? Why don't you come over here? I don't have any of my fine resins to apply to my katana, so I'm gonna have to fight you unresined, but I will boil crab. Come at me. See, I wanted to taste your blade, so I know how weak it is compared to my Japanese steel. Bushido and roll away. Bushido and roll away. Oh, you're gonna spin to win. Garen from League of Legends called. He wants his fucking gimmick back. Son, you gonna start planting mushrooms in the bushes next? Huh? You ain't Captain Teemo. You ain't Captain Teemo. You're more like, who's somebody that threw a blade? I don't remember League of Legends. Stop making me think about League of Legends. You're gonna get me killed. That was the worst period of my life. See, look what happened. It's like getting jumped by Warwick from the bushes. And not in a good way. Okay. I gotta remember how to sip. That's right, this is the sip button. See, you're here to get me my Bushido legs back and remind me. Son, I've forgotten the meaning of combat. It's like the Resident Evil 3's The Mercenaries. They get shit talked so bad. And then they use Brian Irons as the model of the guy that gives you your, like, suitcase of money at the end, son. Talk about insult to injury. Roll away! Chop! Chop! Okay, I'm remembering. Once again, the architect from The Matrix. You crowd have seen The Matrix. You know about the architect. You know the memes. Will Ferrell. You crowd know Will Ferrell. Bushido. You're like, I don't remember Will Ferrell in a movie about Bushido. Son. Kyoto Knights. Oh, god damn it. Okay, yeah, I'm remembering why I hate this game, because I'm bad at it. Because I'm bad at it. Alright, one last time. Why? I rolled away my hitbox. Dark Souls 2 called. They want their awful hitboxes back. You know what? Just fuck you. Okay, how about that? I win. Maximum honor. And I even accidentally crouched. Oh, Wichiwa. Shit, Lord. What a fun video game. Okay, let's stop playing terribly. First of all, let's put our buff items back on here, since I'm not fighting a boss, so I can use whatever the hell I want. That's right, they're grease. Grease is the word. We need lightning grease. These are all John Travolta OCs. Once again, I'm remembering the secret lore. Here, we're going to want that freezing grease. So, let's keep those two at the ready, son, in Lloyd's guarding range. Right, this guy? Uh-huh. Bloodhound Blade. The Bloodhound Gang Blade, son. Yes, they're Cisco. Yes, they're Ebert. And they're getting you 2 thumbs down, son. You ain't even going to get the order at Waffle House, son. You're getting plain Hashbrowns. Technically a reference to that time me, Tommy, and Brian Lee went to the Magic the Gathering pre-release sealed. That happened since the last Standard Issue Samurai, I believe. I hear illustrious noises to allure me into traps. Do you hear them too? Look at this awful snake person. I just remembered I have this bow. Well, ain't you real sneaky? The lizards from Breath of the Wild that pretend to be rocks called. You crowd think you're real sneaky. Oh. You sneak your ass into hell before Satan even noticed you died. He's like, man, I ain't even got a devil set aside for you. For you. For you. Okay, okay. Bushido. And chop, chop, chop. Okay. See, I'm doing a really good job of remembering how to play this video game. I told you I was just going to jump in. I'm just going to talk and play the game. We're in the new age of Tenfei. Resident Evil Requiem taught me to just play the game and talk. And as long as it's not the Final Fantasy Tactics remaster, people will still want to watch it. So let's continue. You also hear the glistening, don't you? Well, look at you. You're just scattling over here on your arms like a legless ghost. You look like you could use some Bushido. You're in need of Bushido. I might even need a blue sip after that. Son, everyone's favorite Half-Life expansion. Get Barney Calhoun in here. This is going to tell me the secret of the glistening bug. Oh yeah, that's right. They're dung beetles in this one. I had completely forgotten that. Listen carefully. I already heard it. Plunging attacks. Why? Hidetaka Miyazaki? What the fuck was that? I need Gunny to come in here. Not since he found those, like, pastries in a box that weren't supposed to be there. Has somebody been so upset at the sight of something? Remember when we were down there? Remember when we were kicking that guy's ass? Who is in that room that's mad at me because I'm talking outside at an appropriate volume? That guy? I'm supposed to care about you? And now you're throwing, like, poison shit bombs at me. And now you're going to go online and tell the story like I'm the bad guy. You kind of the worst. Don't I have globestones for this? Glowstone cowboys? The controls are such a myth. I can't believe you crowd believe Elden Ring has controls. It has control of you. Not the warming stone. Oh yeah, they're down here. Glowstick stone. See, isn't this room much nicer with this lighting? Don't you feel much safer under this lighting? I feel like I'm about to tell a cliche ghost story and do that terrible voice I hate. Whenever like a kid or a teenager in a show or a movie is telling a ghost story and they do that thing where they talk like they're really cool. I'm not doing it right because I hate it so much. My voice box won't let me do it. I don't even remember what that scarab dropped. I was so mad. I think it was a somber upgrade stone. No, come back. I have to make fun of how you died to make myself feel better. Oh, you just ran down an elevator shaft. If he had chased me to run down that elevator shaft, it'd have been just like a ghost story. Well, you going to bloodhound step your way to freedom? How did you not die here? How do you not die there? That's what I want to know. I'm telling you. Oh, we can get back to kicking this guy's ass again as a joke. I'm going to power shot him. Line it up just right. Ducks in a barrel. Power shot! Okay, that was the warning shot. If he'd have noticed that, he could have gone home. Ooh. And the worst part is I'm not even going to finish him off. He just has to sit down there and be mad until the flame cycle happens again, Lord Gwyn. That's right, Elden Ring is canon. The Dark Souls. It's the Dark Souls of Bloodborne. Okay, let's see. Friendship ahead. There's sometimes a snake lady here. 1, 2, 3 times a snake chick. Elden Ring, oh Elden Ring. The Erd Tree's not even here. You're not allowed to say that unless the Erd Tree's here. Climbing up a somewhat makeshift looking ladder. Hey guys. You remind me of a bunch of assholes I'm going to kill with my reverse good time arrow count. Oh, we're going for power shots too. Power shot! Power shot! Power shot. Hey! I was having a good time. Who the hell was that? I can't even look up at you. Son, at least now I can say I'm punching up. And that makes you immune to all criticism. Okay, other ghosts. Let's see who the hell is causing me problems. Oh, it's one of them awful snake people ruining Power Shot Saturday. You know what? I just realized I can summon the boys. Boys, boys, be my boys. Kitto and Katto are on the case. The curious case of Kitto and Katto, we'll call it. You crowd want to help me kick people's asses? Yeah, there, starting with that guy. I'm gonna summon my gremlins and they're gonna beat you up! Get 'em, boys! I'm gonna let them handle that. You don't deserve Bushido. You get a regular slice. Final attack. Poison fart cloud. That's real mature. You boys got him. You got him on the ropes just like Tompkins had Bowser on the ropes that time. At the Briggity Prism. What do you... I came from that direction. Don't tell me these things. Don't try to tell me things I already know. Don't put out a video talking about how Chrono Trigger is an underrated classic. Boys, don't speak to me the good 90s video games. I was there when they were coded. Witch. Okay, Kitto's down, but Katto. God, did you see the blood fury rage that went through Katto when Kitto got taken down? That was a moment. Somebody's ruining it by making awful sad noises. Power shot! Anybody? Do you still hear this shit? Katto? I'm telling you. If you get Kitto and Katto mixed up, their names mixed up, they're like Todd and Aaron. Or Mega 64. It doesn't really matter. The intention's more important than the actual name. Armor ahead. They didn't lie, for once. Who's this hiding down here? In the lava with hate in their heart? Or are you just a snake corpse? I can't tell. I can't shoot you because of the angle. Well, he appears to be intangible. What do you think? Man, you're so hard to talk to when your brother's not here. Commoner's headband. Oh, are you disappearing because I picked up the Commoner's headband? You're right. That's right, Smart Common. That's right, Smart Common. Oh, it's this fucking guy who's been bothering us. Jump attack! I always forget that you crowd release a hateful fart cloud when you die. Distasteful. At least this person came in here swinging a big stick. They probably didn't speak that softly either. Who's still down here while I've got Katto on my side? Power shot! Having fun, buddy? There he goes. That was the best. That was so satisfying to watch. Like a late hit in NFL Blitz. Tell you what, I'm going to help this time. Since your brother's gone. And you don't have your Berserker Gohan against Frieza Rage. It's more like against Cell. It's because he actually obliterated Cell. Good thing I was here to do all the work, right, buddy? That's the way Kitto would have wanted it. I had a suspicion they hid the best item in the game there, but I was wrong. But I was wrong. It was the most brutal item of all. Nothing, son. Death Clock themselves programmed that one in. No item ahead. I'll trust you, cause Flat Hat Logan's ghost came running by. I mean, it's kind of a big hat, but Big Hat Logan set such a standard. It's hard to meet up to. What awful reason would you want to sit here in this chair? Is this liminal space? Is this the back rooms? Did King Pixels design this? I can't believe we're still hanging out. For sure you'd be gone by now. It's like Mr. Meeseeks. I hear people angry behind this door, so let us implore that they shut the hell up. And if they don't agree, then I can persuade them. Okay. That's kind of neat. Let's put our fire bombs back on our bar. Fire bomb barman. I don't got no fire bombs, but I've got volcanic pots that I'm gonna throw at you. Idiot. It was a battle of no victors, son. Katto went out the way he wanted to. God bless him. Okay, I know your tricks, Dewey. Dewey, did you just poison fart clawed my ass? I couldn't even say it right because I realized the weird reverse nature of asking somebody if they fart cloud bombed your ass. Okay, me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, I had to be super fucking pissed off. Okay, I can't get the full power of my Bushido because my blue bar is too low. So let us do. I like how much poise you have, by the way. Just love it. Just love how much poise you have. Okay, what have you crowd dropped me that I had to have? Yeah, row of fruit. Gently down the stream. Oh, I can summon one of those assholes I hate. That's fun. That's the ability I want. Man, a lot of people are dying to get in here, son. Moonlight Greatsword. Must be one of them New Game Plusers you hear about. I very rarely play New Game Plus in any of the Souls games. Because I just like making new characters so much. I rarely finish a Souls character playthrough. You're like, yeah, I know, Uncle Tefe. Anasi, the Dark Souls 3 standard issue thief, knows. I mean, I could, but I'd have to recreate her because that save file is long gone. Same thing with Dark Souls 2 standard issue Pyromancer. If you would be okay with those characters being reborn, leave it in the comments. God, I hate these awful fucking things so much. Okay. Alright. Oh, I guess I should go deal with that. Well, let's open this. Oh, it's already open. Oh, that's one of them you got to give us a little knife and then you can go inside. Take a knife for going in. Hey, I like your magic ball ghost. You're like the bloated head monstrosity. I don't really care for that. Fond of magic, are you? What if I stood right here? That's what I thought. Let's try dashing through. Jump attack. Ooh, I didn't press R2 correctly when I jump attack. Don't tell Professor Crescent. Bushido! Roll away, roll away. Bushido! 2 Bushidos is all that guy can take, son. He can't handle his Bushidos. Keep the warm sake away from him, son. Hattori Hanzo's shaking his head. Don't even try to pronounce arigato. You'll never pronounce it the way he does. Whatever, Sour Grape sass messages. I don't even want to read them. Oh, it's one of them warp gates. Those are always fun. First off bird and then snake. I appreciate how thoughtful you were being. Be wary of boss. Oh, does this lead to, because you fight a big snake. It's one of those gimmick battles where you have to use a special weapon, like the Storm Ruler. So if I do that fight, first of all, Beavis Bad types giggling at Doo-Doo. Also Heifer and Filbert. from Rocco's Modern Life, like the time they made all those CEOs, or not CEOs, all those corporate drones in the CEO's meeting say the words "we." Let's check what's behind the fog gate before I throw my life away. It's the responsible thing to do. Always check for hidden items before you throw your life away for justice. Just like Kabapoo from XL Saga once again. How many of those do I have before I throw them away on some junk I'm never going to use? Because that's Elden Ring. I have 11. I guess I could spare a single key. It put 2 in his head, though. Perhaps we should torch up. I think it's, I'm remembering. Yeah, it's over here. Hot damn. Oh, I've got this little shield I always forget about. Oh, I remember this. You fall down the cages to unlock, like, a shortcut to something. Do I want to warp? No. Let's do this first. We can warp away the worries later. We'd actually be warping in the worries, son. Very controversial. Down ahead. He speaks the truth. Don't I have an item for this? Like soft cotton shoes or something? Where's my soft cotton shoes item? Yeah. Use. They're like Dr. Scholl's gel inserts, son. Ooh, yeah. Nary a sound on Khajiit feet. Son, Kurosento would make an excellent Khajiit. Khajiit Jesus agrees. Son, the prequel webcomic with Casey Monaghan, the character who is also Khajiit Jesus in the Tenfei canon, is like updating again. Basically, when I stop a Souls playthrough, things happen. You're like, yeah, I unfucking subscribe is one of them. Who the hell wants to watch you play Final Fantasy? Oh. He doesn't even take damage from it. It's just hate in his heart. Okay. I forgot we're playing Elden Ring, so all of his attacks will be slightly delayed. Jump attack. Jump attack. Thank you, Professor Crescent. Tired of rolling around gangly steak monsters with flails? And you see Kurosento in black and white getting hit over and over. There's got to be a better way. Introducing Dragoon Tactics. Jump up in the air and rain destruction on your foe, or just cut them with a katana sword, or preferably stab them with a spear like an actual dragoon. You know, Professor Crescent would be their spokesmodel, which means if Djibouti Dubs did a parody dub of her, I'd be so upset. Well, that loops back around to here, and that seems like a neat place to be. Here's another one of them chairs to nowhere. Liminal space. The dagger talisman, son. I just named back the garnet talisman. I ain't about all that. What do you do? What do you do? You'll have the brand new. Enhances critical hits. If I was the kind of person that did that, if I was the kind of person that gave a shit about critical hits, I'd be all about that. We could make our Bushido cost less and have more defense. I've gotten back into the game of min-maxing my talismans. Don't let Uncle from Jackie Chan Adventures teach you something, son. Talisman, very important. Okay, okay. We're getting there now. We're getting there. That's just a place we can jump to, right? Yeah. Yeah! Oh, hey. Is that supposed to intimidate me? Okay, okay, okay. You don't get Bushido, you just get R1s. You don't deserve that 690, son. Arc de Rune. Is my Arc de Rune active? It looks like it is, but let's try to use one. Okay, it won't let us. And that's a good thing. I thought you were a door. Unbreakable. The armoire of invincibility, son. Fighter from 8-Bit Theater understands. If we had a pair of sword chucks, he'd be ruined. Here, oh here. They're right. Okay. Wouldn't be a Soulsborne game without terrifying vertical drops style platforming, son. Somebody needs to mod Sybil, the dragon goat lady, into this game, and then Pseudo Regalia's like game engine so she can just jump around. Jump around. Are we trying to go over there? Where am I trying to get? This'll tell me. Try jump. I guess we're going straight down. Why don't we make it less scary down there first? Scary Terry doesn't agree. He's gonna call us a bitch, but then he calls everybody that. It's kind of a problem that he has. I'm gonna have full confidence that we won't die, but just in case, you're like, that's some confidence, Uncle Tenfei. Cottonelle. And just in case, let's pregame our boiled crab. Oh, yeah. You don't waste a second coming scrambling over. The floor doesn't even have to be lava. The floor's just made of you crowd. Volcanic bomb. Oh, no, save me. Why aren't you doing more damage? Quickly. I hate you crowd the worst. Bushido. What? I love the hitboxes. I love Hidetaka Miyazaki and how he handcrafts every hitbox to be slightly different than what you expect. Just in the hopes you're recording yourself for the internet. And everyone else who plays this game perfectly. Asshole Naked Soul Level 1. You crowd sat by and watched. You're just as culpable. And so are you crowd at home, who get some sort of sick entertainment out of my trials and tribulations and trepidations. Like, it's a real fancy way of saying you're bad at a video game, Uncle Tenfei. A seedbed curse. Some sort of loathsome individual who I wish could be described with a more easy to pronounce adjective must be behind it. Sadness, is it profound? Seek dung. How did somebody die down here? Oh, I guess that crowd chased you over here. Look, you've got a different big curvy sword. I appreciate that, even if you're getting sport fucked in the corner. Just like this guy, son. No religion to be found. I wonder if REM has any other songs. Is REM... They are the ones that sing Losing My Religion, right? I'm bad at, like, actually knowing music details. I just know songs or parts of songs that get stuck in my head. Ash of War, Royal Knight's Resolve. Is this the guy they based that on? You, like, died with the knowledge of this technique and somehow passed it on to me. Yeah, I guess if you just want to say it here and look at this big painting. If it was a painting of Professor Crescent, I could understand sitting there and staring at it all night long. But that's sensible. I don't believe it. I think because this loops back around to Volcano Manor in a very Dark Souls 1 fashion. Back when Souls games used to have world design. Son, by the point Dark Souls 3 came out, people were like, why doesn't Dark Souls have interconnected world design anymore? Just like Batman dancing. Yeah, I like how the first thing we see is you. Patches. I guess we'll talk to him since it's been so long for us.
Oh, and of course, we can do business, if you like. Patches Emporium at the Volcano Manor. Especially for you.
I appreciate that. Tell me about your secret path. I don't know if I've listened to this in a previous episode. I honestly can't remember.
Are you surprised that I belong to the Volcano Manor? I always hated the gibberish about Lost Grace and the laughable Two Fingers. I thought I could lend a hand in unmasking the charade. Not to mention, Tanith has always made me curious. I guess her master must really be something, because she's pretty damn smug about it. Even after announcing her blasphemous ambitions, she still stands proud. I've never seen a woman quite like her.
For Patches to describe her as smug, she must be especially smug. You saw anything I care about? Wow, a bunch of gear I can't touch. And another one of them swords. Wow, Patches, always a treat. Always a treat. Okay, let us rest. We could actually level up as a joke. I guess we want to keep leveling dexterity. It would be nice to have more HP, but... more damage. Emotional damage. I'm starting to remember once again how this game works. I'm so ignorant to Elden Ring right now. Let's go talk to potential snake woman. And she's known. She's not in this room. This is the corpse room. You can't die in here. This is the corpse room. She's not here yet again. Maybe I got to do more of the actual quest. Okay, she's in here. People seem to really like this snake lady. Who am I to disparage someone, their video game waifu? Even though rats are obviously superior.
Brave tarnished, under Lady Tanith's guidance, may you tread the path of valor.
Thanks for the pep talk, lady.
Brave tarnished.
Oh, same thing. And you give me missions, right?
This blasphemous path before you consider hunting.
Okay, so should I just do these quests? Is that a good way to get back into the swing of things? Where are my notes and such to tell me what to do? Okay, here they are. Limgrave. Find the red mark on your map. Son, it's going to be a Limgrave day for that guy when I get a hold of him, son. When I get a hold of him. Let's warp, I guess right to the... Oh, he's up here. So we could warp nearby. To the War Master Shack. It was a stormy night at the War Master Shack, which is why I sat down and made it daytime. It's not a good way to start a spooky story, but it'll get us there. Past time till noon. We're going to go fight him at high noon, son. Hopefully he's not secretly McCree with his ult. We could grab, I'm kind of remembering the root. Yeah, you run around and grab some of these root resins so that you can make more grease for your sword. More grease for the grease god. You could also kill deer as a joke. Louis Senpai doesn't laugh. But he does get it. He does at least get the joke. And then we killed these fire slugs up here. Fire Slug X, I'm remembering. Once again. Once again, the architect from the Matrix. I've only seen the second and third Matrix movies one time, really, in theaters. I never really felt compelled to watch them again like the first one. Like the first one. Okay, let's get into Lloyd Girding range, which involves glowstone. Not glowstone. It involves boiled crab and neck bones. Boiled crab and neck bones. I can't get enough of this boiled crab and neck bones. Let's have a lightning grease. Lightning grease is the word. Okay, he should appear now to get his ass kicked. I am at the... excuse me. Maybe my buffs will still be active when he appears for his ass whipping. His high noon ass whipping. Don't be fashionably late for your high noon ass whipping, buddy. Buddy? Any day now. Do you have to, like, use the item? I honestly don't remember how this works. It's the best way to start your recording of your YouTube playthrough again. Is to not even remember how this shit works. I thought we just came here and he appeared and kicked our ass. Do I have to get closer? Okay. Any day now. Has it got to be a certain time of day? I thought my buffs are gone, but at least I glue and looked cool for the briefest moment. For the briefest moment. Oh, you have to press a thing. I'll remember eventually. I'll remember how to send a Google Mail eventually. Your old Uncle Tenfei knows about these video games and computer boxes. Did I ever tell you about the Atari 2600? Did I ever tell you about Berserk? Neat, a bunch of vendor garbage. My favorite reward. We just did scrape by. What a fun time we had. Slaughtering, presumably, huge assholes, right? The Volcano Manor wouldn't tell me to kill them if they weren't secretly huge assholes, right? Okay, I guess let's continue Volcano Manor quests. That's me playing the game and talking, right? You're like, yeah, but I hope you can get better at either. Oh, here's a person up here for us to slaughter. There's a person up there for us to slaughter. Is that a slaughter target? No, that's just plot advancement. No, that's just New Orleans. Bought Cheeseburger. Everybody knows Coach. And that time he cooked boiled hamburgers for Nick. This is the correct warp path, right? Yeah, because there's patches, presumably. It can't be understated how familiar I currently am with this game. There's no getting around it. Okay, I went and murked that guy, and it was super easy.
So, you've bloodied your sword in the hunt. Then I shall introduce myself once more. Banal. A recusant, just like you. Recusants have particular battle arts, styled to our methods of slaughter. Why not add some to your repertoire?
Oh, you're going to teach me more arts of war, I guess? Well, first talk to me.
You've come to understand now, eh? To take power and make it his own. The recusant must hunt his own kind. To raise the flag of revolt against this sanctified pillaging, we recusants must become the most wretched of predators. All you can do is laugh.
He must be talking about the more recent Predator movies, son. He doesn't know about Arnold and to a lesser extent Danny Glover, who was way too old for that shit, son. Look at this. You could stamp on the ground and jump, 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 and move it all around. Jab, jab, dow. Usable on all melee armaments. Well, this is just if you know you're about to get hit. If you just talked an incredible amount of shit, you could prepare to get hit. Let's grab it as a joke. Impaling thrust probably needs to be on a spear, I'd reckon. The quick step. I bloodhound fang step, son. My Hashbrowns remain smothered and covered. Stormblade. Usable on swords. Okay, that sounds like it could be fun. Colossal swords, axes, and warhammers. Straight swords and thrusting swords. That don't sound like my katana. And then we got parry, which is also a shield ability if you don't want to use bolster shield, aka the good one.
Well, until we meet again.
Yeah, you got to give me more orders. Right? Does this lady say anything new now that I'm cool? One of the cool kids, what took out a target?
Have you ever heard any strange sounds here at the manor? Something beyond the walls? Like breathing or slithering scales? Oh, fie, what am I saying? It just isn't possible. I must be tired.
Are you talking about the awful snake people that I slaughtered? Yeah, they're just the worst. I've decided anytime I see a snake person, I'm just going to blindly slaughter them without asking a single question. So anyway, what's your story? How'd you get here to the Volcano Manor? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sometimes I hear strange sounds beyond the walls, like breathing or slithering scales. Oh, perhaps I'm just feeling tired.
You sound like a guard in an Elder Scrolls game that you shoot with an arrow and then hide behind a rock for 4 seconds and they're like, well, I guess I dreamed it. I won't tell you what part of the body the arrow hit, because it would be such a obnoxious repeated meme, but I will say it did 6 or 7 damage. Like, see you twist that into some obnoxious meme garbage, son. Checkmate. Okay, now that we've sat down, can you give me a new letter of introduction to a tarnished I need to slaughter? They didn't. Maybe I gotta talk to the main lady. Such an action-packed reintroduction to standard issue samurai. I'm telling you, you're like, I'm about to standard issue samurai at this shit, Uncle Tefe.
Did you read the letter left for you? That is the task the Volcano Manor desires you enact. You will be compensated once the deed is done. Good luck. If you are loath to hunt your own kin, so be it. But you must leave this house at once. This is a war against the Erd Tree. We have no place for the meek, nor the luxury of keeping clean hands.
Oh, you must not know that I've already done that shit. That's really embarrassing for you, son. That's really embarrassing for you.
You've completed your task. I am pleased. Now you are a recusant true, and a full-fledged member of the Volcano Manor. This is your reward, as promised.
Oh, hey. Some garbage spell that I'm never going to equip. Thanks. It's almost like Elden Ring. It's too much shit in
Never
it.
forget that the recusant fights to tread the path of the champion. The way is tainted, but for this very reason, it is the true path to valor.
Okay. I mean, you're probably a bit biased, but I guess I'll believe that your place is the most best and everybody else is stupid and dumb. Emphasis on dumb. They're more baka than anything. That's what Kurosento would think. He would think they were die baka, and then he would order them to die baka. I'd love to sheath my sword, but see that little yellow thing on the left part of the screen? That means I can't do nothing. They decided to make it where you can't accidentally kill the NPCs, son. I'm telling you, baby. It's like a baby's game.
Now you are a recusant true, and a full-fledged member of the Volcano Manor. I am pleased to have you on our side.
Cool. Can I get another letter to go take care of something? Take TCB, taking care of business, son, me and Cosmo Creamer. And then we can both sit down and share an ice-cold Coca-Cola while we simultaneously smoke and drink a beer. Okay, who's the next? Select is not the button that does that, Benjamin. Who's the next gentleman of renown I need to interact with? All of these are always wrong. There we go. Riley the Idol on the Atlas Plateau. Was he trying to spell his name as Raleigh? Boys? Like an asshole? Okay, oh yeah, this is that guy down in that trench. I vaguely remember this. He's in front of the Poison Manor. We don't really have a reason to go there. So, maybe some sort of wretched individual named after a good luck item has gone there before in a secret video, son. 10 to 5 viewers who know. We return to the Atlas Plateau. Ho ho! I fell from heaven. Alright, while we're 1v1ing people, we could use a better talisman than slowly getting our HP back, because these battles are kind of a burst of violence. Charge attack, counterattacks, jump attacks, final hits, bow, guarding. Make our skills cheaper. We could spam more Bushidos. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Okay. Let us tread down the path. I hope a dragon doesn't appear out of nowhere and bother us. That'd be super annoying. Professor Crescent agrees. As much as she loves slaughtering dragons, sometimes she's just trying to get home. Oh, were there big crabs in the water? That's funny. That's funny. You crowd do your thing. I'm not a big crab guy myself. Then there's this asshole. You crowd are so ignorable. Does that bother you? Does anyone know where the exit is so I can continue ignoring you? I doubt they'll follow me all the way in here. Okay, there's the actual blood sign. And now we live in this bush. Fairmela bush. The crowd will never anticipate my movements. I don't know why I'm doing all this. It's going to warp me to another world. I just realized I could warp these worries away. Warp these worries away all day. And another one bites the dust. Yara yara daze, I believe Kurosento might say. He's like, I wouldn't pronounce it like that. Once again, he's so disgusted at being controlled by such a Bakakaijan son. Kurosento and Chris Dreamer of Deltarune should hang out sometime. In the, hey, we're video game characters that are being piloted by some dumb asshole club. Chrono from Chrono Trigger could probably join them. Although he's less obstinate. He never rips you out of his chest and throws you inside of a birdcage. You're like, as always, no fucking clue what Deltarune's about. At least I recorded more Standard Issue Samurai before Chapter 5 of Deltarune. Before Deltarune tomorrow became real. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to power shot this dumb asshole. Because I don't like the cut of his jib. And then there's this asshole. Let us switch this out for the blood grease. The sweet, sweet blood grease. And we'll also put the fire grease on there. Since we're not currently in Volcano Manor, I don't feel as self-conscious about using fire grease. Yeah. Oh, wait, we were Poison. I forgot about our Poison styles. Let's use Poison styles on this guy. Poison shot! Poison shot! Oh, it only took 2? Okay. Blood grease! Let's do it, Slick! Bushido! Oh no! How did he miss? Bushido! How did he miss twice? I hate this! Miyazaki patched the game to change the hitboxes! You know it's true! You know it's true! Finally. Humbled. Oh, you fell over in a spot where I couldn't crit you, so I had to shamefully slice you to death, like the asshole you are. Where's that ghost on a horse that you was chasing me earlier? Oh, it's not you, is it? I think he got so mad I ran past him that he just despawned. Has an enemy ever been so angry they despawned? Oh yeah, it's one of these guys. I remember these little glowing skulls. I'm gonna treat you crowd like you're actual enemies, just as a last sign of respect. I appreciate your old shirt you handed me down. My blood blade ran out right when I chopped. One more and you'll be in Walrus Humbled range. I thought, but... Oh, he's just gonna die first. That's fine. Oh, the Miyazaki's Edge! How I missed that! How I missed that! How I missed that! Here you go, shitlord! Talk about dishonorable. You crowd are the worst. Speaking of you crowd being the worst, I'm going back to my cool house I hang out with where people tell me to go kill other people for money, like an adult. We return. Are you gonna tell me I'm doing a good job?
I see you've performed another task for us. Here is your usual reward. Please, take it.
I see. I appreciate the vendor garbage. Next time, just give me the souls. Kurosento's the guy that goes trick-or-treating and just wants you to hand him a handful of change. He's not like the Homestar Runner.
Now, perhaps the time has come to tell you of the true ruler of this manor, Lord Rykard. The Erd Tree blessed the Tarnished with grace, but it was all too meager in the face of the enormity of their task. The Tarnished were forced to scavenge, squabbling for crumbs, like the Shard Bearers vying for power in the wake of the Shattering. Our Lord, indignant, has refused to scurry about, fighting over what miserly scraps they allow us. If the Erd Tree, and indeed the very gods, would debase us so, then we are willing to raise the banner of resistance, even if it means heresy. We at the Volcano Manor, under Lord Rykard, have sworn no rest until it is done. If you follow this heroic path, one day the Lord will see you. The Lord's visits with our champions are always a spectacle. It cannot come a day too soon.
I see. I guess I'll look forward to it. Also, are the people you're sending me out to slaughter just people that shit talk you online because of your religious differences, we'll say? We'll describe it. Who's this new ghost at the end of the hall? I just got over the Spooky King ghost from the Tale of the Bookish Babysitter episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? He's right up there with the swimming pool monster from the Tale of the Dead Man's Float, of course. You're like, I'm also a 90s kid, Uncle Ted Fay. You think I don't know standout, touchstone, Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes? It's insulting, Uncle Ted Fay. It's insulting.
Worthy Tarnished. I left the serpent-slaying spear in the Lord's chamber. It is the only thing that can kill that horror. Run it through. The great serpent, that unspeakable monstrosity.
He's not a big fan of snakes either. He's telling us about the gimmick weapon we have to use if we go to fight that big snake monster. Spoiler. Just don't tell the lady over there that I already know about the big snake monster. It'd be like telling your mom you found the Christmas presents hidden in her closet, son. She'll threaten to take them all back. Not that I'm speaking from personal experience.
Worthy Tarnished.
Okay, yeah, we get it. You'd blow smoke up my ass. So I'll go fight a big snake you were too scared to fight. Okay, buddy? The red letter. Is it an invitation to the red wedding? I'm so excited, son. Nothing bad will happen. Nothing bad will happen. Juno Hoslow, Night of Blood. The mountaintops of the giants. I haven't been there yet. I guess this is an excuse to advance the game state. You're like, wow, you really have lost your mind since the last recording session of this series, Uncle Tenfei. You don't even sound like yourself.
Look at you. A recusant through and through. I knew you had it in you. Take this.
A letter to Burnham. Is my reward you're going to send me on an errand, buddy?
A special invitation to hunt some of the first Tarnished who sat at the Round Table Hold. If you should accept, I'll next see you on the field of battle.
Huh. Wonder what he meant by that. Let's take a look. Vargram the Raging Wolf, Errant Sorcerer Wilhelm. Both men can be found at the Royal Capital. Oh boy! More side shit to do so that I don't advance the game state. Although advancing the game state is in that area. We'll do side shit on the way to advancing the game state. See? Best of both worlds. Jean-Luc Picard. That lady did say a name very similar to Riker earlier. Maybe she meant Thomas Riker. That time the transporter, which totally doesn't kill you, by the way, when it teleports you, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, made a clone of Riker and left him on a planet. What fun, ethical technology. I should probably stop running my mouth and go slaughter. So let us warp to the capital, which is over here, way over here. So the two of you are inside of here. I guess, or the ramparts will watch, although I doubt they're gallantly streaming. Either way, I'm going to give them the rocket's red glare. I assumed it was going to be in there. That's the Round Table Hold, like the real place. Not the fake fantasy one that we go to. Kind of like in Bloodborne. Kind of like in Bloodborne. Like a Bloodborne cowboy. I forgot about this place. What is this place called again? The capital? I don't remember. I couldn't remember it during, I believe it was Resident Evil Requiem I was recently playing, where I said I couldn't remember the name of this place. Lindale? That sounds like a name. I remember you little things. You're the ones blowing corn through horns. That's kind of interesting. And kind of ignorable. Is this the fastest way down here is to jump onto this house? Because I'll do it. Hoo-hoo! They decided they wanted to make it action-packed for us. Alright, I believe the answer is about to lie in the heart of battle. First off, grace. Thanks. Here's some cool stuff that you could wear if you were not standard issue, if you were aftermarket, if you were an aftermarket samurai. Well, we won't get to meet him till later. Smithing Stone. Agent Smithing Stone? Is that another Matrix reference? Remember the Burly Brawl? I was real hyped to watch in the theater the first time. And then there's this painting. The Flightless Bird painting. Well, somehow looking at it faded it. Is this why they don't allow flash photography when you're looking at famous paintings? Is that what happens? Is that what happens? You want to go home? Well, take that damn clamshell off your head and maybe you could see the way to go. Son. And get a haircut so that people can trust you. Did I never come inside this place during my last playthrough? You're like, I hope not. Okay. All right. Black Key Bolt. Two Fingers Prayer Book. This fucking guy that I'm about to make a corpse with a jump attack. Realized I needed to save my FP. For the slaughter. For the slaughter. Sergeant Slaughter's coming over and I want to have full flower points, son. I want to have full flower points when Hooktail shows up. With her dragon feats. I made a reference to that when I was playing Final Fantasy Tactics, War of the Lions. Not that you would know. Not that you would know. Half-hearted. Occasional 10F viewer. Okay. So I guess we fight them both at the same time. Son. Like Peter's roommate in Office Space, who I based Rod from my Final Fantasy I randomizer series. And also he's, I believe, the waifu liquor guy from my Resident Evil 2 randomizer series. This is why you gotta watch all the 10F videos, son. They build on each other. Son, they build on each other. Alright, is my inventory laid out the way I kinda sorta want it to be? Kinda sorta wanna need to have an inventory jangles. I believe so. Raw meat dumplings could probably help us, but I'm not going to do all that. I ain't about all that, son. Alright, let's take care of this crowd. genuinely shameful display. Son, we really are back at the tid-face swing of things. Oh, I don't actually lose my Arc de Rune. Well, then I guess we could just try again. Alright. Apparently I'm very weak to sorceries. Or at least that guy's sorcery. So let's modify our loadout. Also, I didn't know I was going to be fighting with Twisted Horn Hammer guy. From back at the Volcano Manor. I think that's his name. Which one gives me better magic defense? This one. This one. And we could also eat a liver. A magic-proof liver. Or we could just, you know, not get hit. You're like, wow, that's incredibly hypothetical. Uncle Tenfei emphasis on pathetic.
Snake.
And just like that, we're 100% redeemed. The redemption of Kurasento. We've Kurasented to a higher plane. Well, that's a bit anticlimactic, but let's warp back and talk to our bro about our epic 1v1. Hopefully he doesn't bring up that time I got killed. Well, then again, he died before me. I don't remember how you get up there. Because these stairs are gone. Son. Just like that time Ed from Ed, Ed, and Eddie got grounded and his parents took the stairs away. I agree with Double D. It's quite disturbing. Quite disturbing. Grace ahead, grace ahead. Let's see if everybody left a message just like, oh, you want to know how to get upstairs? You want to know how to get elevated? Just follow this simple path. Actually, why do I even care? It's just, I presume, sour grapes ass garbage up there that I can't actually use in this restrictive playthrough. Okay, buddy. We're going to tell that snake lady about how cool we were. Snake lady and the gang, right? This guy gets it.
Ah, I had hoped you'd soon return. I have the reward from Lady Tanith. Take it. It's yours, by right.
Oh, great. If I meet any people that use shameful magic, I'll be sure to pass it down. I'll be sure to re-gift it. Son, you wouldn't happen to have kept the receipt, would you? Or the original package, you know, just in case.
Let us tread the path of the recusant together, till we reach the miserable death that awaits us.
There must be like a thesaurus somewhere in here that he's read, because he loves to use that word that no one else has ever used. Did you make that word up?
You're still alive, I see.
You don't have anything new to say. Well, then don't say anything at all. A snake monster for me to kill? Actually, I can't. What's your deal? You give me a vaguely familiar aura in your presence.
Brave Tarnished, what is your business here? I'm afraid this is not a guest room. What's that peculiar look upon your face? Goodness, am I still a serpent? Oh, how dreadful. How dreadful indeed. Oh, forgive my distress. I ought to be thanking you for treating me as usual. Despite this appearance, brave Tarnished, this is my true form. My real name is Zarias. Please forgive the deception. Do understand. This duplicity is my own doing. Lady Tanith speaks no falsehoods. And the Volcano Manor is just as it seems.
I see. What an interesting twist. That was in no way alluded to with humorous quips and such.
Lady Tanith is my mother. I am told I was born by the grace of a glorious king. That my mother cherishes this form I inhabit. I am proud of what I am. But people are cruel. If they saw my true form, they wouldn't speak to me. And so I assume a guise when seeking new recruits. But you are not like the rest.
I'm trying to get potential thumbnails, but from her point of view, I'm just like nervously fidgeting around. As a joke, I could probably have the katana in just one hand, would probably be much more thumbnail compatible. You got to think about things like these when you're a Let's Play style video maker, son. Is it better to have Kurosento facing away? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. I can't assume the Bushido pose because of the imposition of the neutral zone icon over there on the left, so we'll figure something out.
My serpentine form and the name Zarias were secrets, known only to Lady Tanith and I. Now I share the secrets with you as well. Please keep them safe from anyone else.
Okay. I guess I could tell you about how I turn into a cool tiger man in my fan fictions.
My serpent are secret.
Okay.
Now I share this. Please keep them.
So her game state will advance to a spot that we've already visited in this playthrough, but I don't quite know the trigger for it. You're like, you mean like the underrated Super Nintendo Gem Chrono trigger, Uncle Tenfei? What did I tell you, damn Zoomers, about trying to tell me about old video games? You're like, well, I was going to tell you about the amazing sequel to Resident Evil that came out in 1998, but now I don't want to, Uncle Tenfei. Now I don't want to. Oh. I see. Back to this form. You see, now you notice she still has that snaky appearance. So does she, I mean, I could like move through the spots of her. Oh, hold on.
It's you. Forgive me. My mind never ceases to churn of late. Well, I know I can trust you. I saw something slithering in the pitch black of night. It entered the room next to this one and never came out. If I'm not mistaken, it took the form of a serpent, just like me. Does the Volcano Manor hide some secret that Lady Tanith has kept from me? I realize that I shouldn't impose, but if you discover anything, would you please share?
I mean, I found a secret passage that led out to the lava area. Should I tell her about that? I honestly don't remember how this quest line goes. I'm just going to tell her. What could possibly go wrong?
Really? Oh, so there was a secret after all. Oh my. Lady Tanith, my own mother, has deceived me. Was I not born by the grace of a king?
Oh no. I made her feel bad. I didn't realize that telling you I found a secret passage and fought a bunch of hateful snake people above some lava was going to make you feel bad. Let me give you this serpent's enema first, and maybe you'll feel a little bit better.
What is this? I remember this scent distinctly. Funny, isn't it? I am certain of it. I was born inside this. It's a part of my birth, Mother. You have my gratitude. Thanks to you, I am no longer afraid. I want to know how I was born and met Lady Tanith. One day, I hope to call her mother once again. This time from the bottom of my heart.
Okay. I like how he's like so intently looking at her, and the moment he stops talking, he's like, yeah, that's something. He just looks away. He's like, did you catch the latest Dragon Ball?
I want to know how I was born and met Lady Tanith one day.
Okay. I'm sure nothing bad will happen if we keep advancing the game state now, right? Ness, okay. Okay. She said, be not afraid. Don't be afraid. She's a fan of don't be afraid as opposed to Man with the Machine Gun. She prefers the standard Final Fantasy VIII battle music to Laguna's. And I mean, you know, that's her opinion and I can respect it, but it's also wrong. It's also wrong.
If you follow this heroic path, it cannot...
Okay. Oh, I could ask you about her.
If you follow the... It cannot come... Did you see her? The girl, Raya. With her true face. Well, if she confided in you the name Zarias, then perhaps it is not my place to speak. But as her adoptive mother, I ask of you, please, be kind to her. Look after young Zarias. Her true visage belies the purity of her heart. Honestly, I hardly deserve the sweet child.
Okay, family drama. I don't need to get caught up in, although I kinda am. Although I was just telling you things that I've learned by walking around. So I don't think I should be considered at fault. You crowd should have told me about your family drama beforehand so I would know not to bring this shit up at the Thanksgiving table, son. Ruin everything right when the sweet potato pie came out, son. I should have hushed my mouth, son. Going with the wind. I ain't never get invited back again. Everybody knows Alabama's Song of the South, so I don't need to reiterate. Okay, I think we might be time to leave this place until we advance the game state.
Ah, hello. This is for you.
Oh, Jesus, Patches. I can't. Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. I got to do another side quest for one of you assholes.
You're new here at the manor, but if you complete the request, you can improve your standing. Relax. We're old friends. Time's come to pass the torch, right? Go on, break a leg then.
Patches really is the embodiment of what Miyazaki considers a good NPC in a Souls game. He's a huge asshole to you while saying a bunch of vaguely cryptic stuff that kind of sort of warns you about what's going to happen, but not really. And then he laughs maniacally at the end. So, you really are just a 100% certified asshole. You and Gideon Graves, both. He does seem like the kind of asshole Ramona Flowers would fool around with for like a week. And then Scott Pilgrim would have to kick his ass.
Hello again. Welcome to...
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't remember what you said. Okay, so basically we're going to go do Patch's job for him, and he's totally going to give us the credit for it. Totally going to give us the credit for it. Grandhorn Targoth in the Rune-strewn Precipice. Did you make that up? Patches, you can't just make up terrible new locations. Okay. There's Juno, who I'm assuming is secretly a cute wolf girl from Cherryton Academy. So I'm trying to decide between Legoshi the wolf boy and Louis Senpai the deer boy, son. Okay, so we need to go down here. I think the easiest way is to loop around through here. So let's try that. We're back here yet again. The Atlas Plateau. More like the Assless Plateau. So you're implying that it's not ass? James Rolfe would be so angrily confused at that rebuttal. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I'm remembering correctly how to wander around this place. Getting my shit together and wandering around this world. No, I think you might need to approach from up here now that I'm thinking about it. Let's warp to the Windham Catacombs. I forgot about the mystery of the secret of topography. That's where they always get you, is the topography. Elevations and such. Oh, I remember this place. I fought a big giant skeleton here. That's a thing that happened. Like that time Danny Sexbang and Ninja Brian saved the world from super monsters, son. Look it up. Is there a whole nother side of Grace down here I was just ignoring? Mount Gilmere. I prefer Mount Golg, or however you pronounce it, son, from Final Fantasies 1 and 9. I prefer going on a quest with Freya Crescent, like they do in Final Fantasy 9. I don't know if that's actually Mount Golg. I can't remember because I haven't been able to play past Clara in Final Fantasy 9 for like 20 years now. So the events of like the later parts of Final Fantasy 9 are still a bit hazy inside my brain mine. If only I wasn't so fucked in the head. Could just enjoy a video game without getting so emotionally attached. Alright, alright, alright. Oh hey, oh hey, oh hey. Yeah, you crowd almost had me. Alrighty. I guess you could see this place from up there, especially if you were original Bubs. And that's how you'd know to come down here. What are you hiding behind the secret vault gate? Huh? 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 Oh, I didn't even pay attention. You're a bunch of fucking Dark Souls 1 basilisks. How neat to run into you guys, son. Rich Evans would clap when he saw it, because he knows what that is. It's broke new ground. Don't even get me started on the ATSTs. Chop! Bushido. I Bushido into the Curse Cloud, because I'm not afraid. Bushido. Oh god, I should be afraid. I should be afraid. If only I was the man with the machine gun. I could activate Desperado. I didn't even need to take that sip. I was just so hyped thinking about Laguna Lore's Limit Break. The old LLL. Probably the coolest limit break in Final Fantasy. And I can only say that because Freya Crescent doesn't have a limit break, because you don't get limit breaks in Final Fantasy 9, you get the trance system. Good thing it only activates when you need it to, right? Final Fantasy 9 fans everywhere, just knowingly glancing at each other. Maybe one sensible chuckle. But I mean, of the Final Fantasy 9 characters, Freya does have the coolest trance ability, where she becomes the Full Metal Rat Wife and jumps up in the air and just hangs there, raining down spears. She could almost be an Elden Ring boss because she just jumps up in the air and just hangs there. Alright, we're just going to do this bonus cave because I found it and it might be interesting. It might be one of them interesting bonus caves that you sometimes hear about. You're like, yeah, when you bring it up, Uncle Tenfei, I ain't never heard no damn bonus nonsense. Holy grease, poison grease. Nah, just leave things the way they are. I need to use the rest of these or make more of them. There's no middle ground. I either need an infinite supply of these or to never see them again. No turn back ahead. Son, the ghost of another samurai warned me. I mean, I could press select. Oh, he's not kidding. Okay, I'm ready. What could possibly go wrong? In fact, I'm going to put down my own. Hey guys, do you want me to help you do this? Just in case. It makes for good content. Oh, wow, you did a real good job surprising me, buddy. Yes, sir. Power shot. 609. An excellent Borg name, but still had to put you down, son. I'm afraid I had to put him down, son. He was a tremendous asshole. He got bit by a raccoon who was a tremendous asshole and caught tremendous asshole-itis, son. Rocket Raccoon terrified of being inflicted with it someday. This has max, so... How could you have max and be a lie? How could a lie be maximum? Brawley doesn't understand. Brawley doesn't understand. What a weird room. Right, Blood Fang Step? He got so mad he, like, slapped the ground. He slapped the ground. Ground slapper anger. Crystal Cave Moss. Poison ahead. I see. Then let us take anti-poison measures. I believe I have poison resistance talisman, don't I? Don't I? Did I make that up? Is there a poison resistance? It's like a... Alright, let's actually look at our talismans. They would be in like an area together, wouldn't they? Like the... Okay. Robustness... Oh, we don't have the one that resists poison. I made that up. That's a joke. Well, if we're going to be poisoned, we could also slowly get our HP back. And those things will balance each other out. Plus, I had the magic resistance one on because I forgot. We should probably also put the poison curing item. The neutralizing blouses, I believe I pronounce it as, so you know it's true. And we might as well have some dapper... Yeah, immunity. That's what we want. That's what we want. The immunity. This one lasts longer, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like it that way. Any samurai of mine better walk the line of having good poison resistance, son. That's what ladies look for. In samurai, standard issue or not. The land of poisoned. And honey, oh, well, this is just infinite poison. I guess you could stand on this rock. But other than that, it seems to be infinite poison. Son. Just like my infinite poison playlist. Oh no, a sly fell on my head! Every rose has its thorn, son! Every rose has its thorn! You're real tough. What do you think about volcanic pot? Not the most effective way to fight these things, but somewhat satisfying in its own way. Mushroom Man! Tell me, Mushroom Man, is your meat man meat or mushroom meat? Because I'll eat both. As long as they're a mushroom man, of course. Oh no, what happened, Magic Man? Did you get slimed? Did you get slimed? Don't get the slime guy. Okay, you know there's one right here. Yeah. I know your tricks, Slimy Dewey. Let's get the last one of these out of my inventory so I have an excuse to make the good ones. Where's my item? Oh, I can't do that while I'm being menaced. You can't rest while there's enemies nearby. Just put the fire grease on this thing. You put the fire grease on the sword and cut them all up. Yeah, I guess being made of a gelatinous substance makes you kind of immune to certain forms of damage, son. Ted from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream would glance at his second monitor, but by the time he actually manages to do that, I'll probably be dead of old age. Since time moves differently for him. Because Am is an asshole. Asshole master computer is what he's called. That's what I would call him. I was one of the survivors that Am went to torment and I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, but because I said that to him on the first day, he got so mad, he just obliterated me. And he's like, the rest of you crowd are getting it even worse. Thanks to him, all of you get it even worse. You never knew Tenfei was the secret prequel villain of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, do you? You're like, I don't even know what I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is. Have you seen The Amazing Digital Circus? Yeah? Well, pretend I'm talking about Kane and Jax. Okay. You're like, how did you know about my fanfiction shipping? How did you know that I, too, have always wanted Kane to eat me? Okay, let's see. I'm going to throw a firebomb at these rats. And now me and the big rat. Big rat jumps the hell out of you. I love the kind of big rat that can handle a Bushido. Okay. That lump of flesh was a super important item. Now you say necessary item ahead. Did I make that up? Ambush. Liar. That's the lie. The ambush wasn't the rat. The ambush was the people telling lies. Buster from Arthur doesn't even understand how people could go on the internet. Do you really think people would do that? Go into Elden Ring and just tell lies? Look at all my little icons underneath my bar, making me feel good about myself. Fire pot attack. It's a Star Ocean the Second story reference that's not based on Claude Kenny. It's so rare on the 10th channel. It's like making a Final Fantasy IX reference that isn't about Freya Crescent. You're like, what? I technically did one of those earlier with the whole dagger and garnet situation. The dagger garnet situation is insane. And cut to a thumbnail of Albert Steiner looking distressed into his webcam. Oh, I thought I was getting a backstab. The poison finally reached me. Ernest P. Worrell, snake handler character, finally reached me. So I guess this is just like Mushroom Man house. Which doesn't rule, might I add. Flaming power shot! Oh yeah, they can't handle that, son. They can't handle that. Neutralize your blouses. You're like, I wish I could neutralize you not pronouncing words correctly. Don't get me started on quote-unquote curie asses. That's one of those ones that I know I mispronounce incorrectly, but I've gone my whole life saying curious instead of cuirass? C-U-I-R-A-S? Is that how the type of armor is pronounced? You could say I'm a little ass curious, son. Okay, hoo-hoo! The non-poison spot that I landed on. First off, south. Okay, I'm gonna trust you. Because I like you a lot. We're out of the good immune liver, so we'll take the regular now. We'll take the regular. Try target lock. Is that your way of warning me about rats? I always target lock onto the rat lady, son. That's when I go to Clara, son. I can't break target lock with all that rat tail, son. All that rat tail. And my favorite part is that's where the game ends and nothing bad happens. As soon as the game gives you control of Freya Crescent as your only party member, that's where Final Fantasy IX always ends. Basically, the rat lady dance is the climax of Final Fantasy IX when you're me. No item ahead. He told the truth. The mystery of the secret of the truth of the lie. Hey. What happened, buddy? Nothing but a big hat and a moonlight greatsword. And maybe a pair of pants. But not a decent pair of pants, son. Brainiac wouldn't settle for them. Flaming arrow, ooh. Flaming arrow, ooh. I'm about to kill you with a flaming arrow, ooh. Let's do this, son. Flaming power shot. Flaming power shot. Oh no, he missed. Flaming power shot. Oh no, it really is like firing a magnum in a modern Resident Evil game. And right when my poison resistance faded was the exact moment you hit me with the poison fart cloud, son. You knew the perfect fucking timing. Oh yeah, I don't actually have to land headshots to one-shot them. It's just so satisfying that I refuse to do it any other way. I see one of them big fucking fart flowers. Alright, you think I don't know my way about a big fucking fart flower, huh? You think this is my first fart flower rodeo, Sparky? Let's get some pickled turtleneck bones. Let's get some fire grease. Let's get some blue bar and let's do this. Bushido! Bushido! Do it. Go ahead. Bushido. And a Bushido. And now to pollinate you with hate. Oh yeah, we got the Mushroom Man set. We can become as Mushroom Man. You're like my favorite freestyle indie rapper, son, Mushroom Man. You don't want to steal any of his mom's lemon pound cake, son. She puts a special ingredient in it that you might not be ready for. Jump! Toxic mushroom. No high road ahead, son. You're just wallowing with everybody else in the poison filth. In the poison swamp. Alright, am I down to my last... No, I got a couple more. I probably could craft more if I actually looked at the crafting menu. But where's the fun in that? First off, brief respite. Oh god, I got glottal air. In respite of myself. Okay, where are we going now? Is that the end of the poison? There must be a boss here, because there's one of these, oh, did you fucking die? What a fucking shame, ladies. Who's making this expression, like, you let that boss kill you? Really? Really, dude? Liar. Mike the liar ahead. Okay, I'm gonna assume there's a boss down there, so let's pre-game. Let's pre-game. Let's throw one of these. Let's eat crab meat. Let's eat neck bones. Let's sip the good shit. Let's have a fire sword. And let's slaughter our enemy. I didn't realize there's gonna be so many drops before I got to slaughter my enemy, man. Rats to meet you! It makes sense. Rockinishu is rats to meet you. Now let's go evolve our Pichu. Oh god, this whole episode is me mistiming buffs. It's me mistiming buffs. I think we're finally to the boss door. Goody goody. No, Noctis jump. As always, to quote Vegeta, from that time they fought androids 19 and 20 in Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Anyone else feel like we overtrained for this?
I'll take it. I don't even know what my reward was. I was too busy trying to time bowing and pouring out one for my homies that I completely forgot. I completely forgot to care about what I found. Was it actually the thing that protects from poison? Do they ironically give it to you here? They don't. Not even Miyazaki believes in that joke. Raises attack power when poisoning or rot occurs in the vicinity. Okay, so basically poison makes us stronger. This is the charm of Ernest P. Worrell's snake handler character, son. Careful now, they be poison. Poison charms! 1 minute you're a strapping Hantsu? That might be a word. Handsome samurai, and the next, snap! Deep Bushido. Alright, get me the hell out of here. I completely forgot that I was doing a quote-unquote errand for patches. So let's continue that. until morning come and me won't go home. I still can't. I'm almost there. Let's gain that last little bit to level up and get one more point of dexterity. I'm going to eat these, or just one of them, because I completely forgot how to use items correctly. How much do I need? Like 50k? Alright, I'm gonna just assume that's enough. Ming, once again to bring up the Amazing Digital Circus, Ming. Looking at their second monitor. I think I might have started watching that show since the last recorded session, because I didn't get onto that show until there were like 5 episodes. So, there you go. And you're like, yeah, now you bring it up in every Tenfei video. Every Tenfei video is just me thinking about things I've recently encountered. The very first Tenfei video, OMG Hunk, the reason I keep saying, oh my god, was there was a guy I used to work with at the time, and it became a meme between me and my other friends that work there to say that phrase. Same thing with disparaging the New York Knicks. It's because I'd recently seen the Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's Marvel, baby. Scoops, Haagen-Dazs, where your curly mustache at video. You're like, I think Tenfei's finally having a stroke. No, I'm having a stroke of good references to when internet memes were good. You crowd don't even know about the Numa kid. You listen to Dragista Dente unironically. Actually, I do that too. It's a good song. I like the Just Dance video of like the 3 airplane guys dancing on the wing. It really gets you in the mood. To Maria He and Maria Hu and Maria Ha and Maria Ha Ha. Although nothing can beat the Rasputin guy, son. Nothing can beat the Rasputin guy. Alright, we've made our way down to a site of grace. And now we're going to say grace before we eat our various sushis and sashimis that you know Kurosento enjoys. It's like that time in the 80s Ninja Turtles cartoon where one of the turtles came back from a pizza run with all of their weird, disgusting pizzas that they order. And then they happen to also have a sushi platter for Splinter. Because even as a rat man, he enjoys the finer things in life. Although he would probably also like to nibble on a Ritz cracker. He is a sensible rat man, so he knows the good things to nibble on, like Ritz crackers, son. And Clay Rimbuti. Okay. We're continuing to not alienate the audience. What are you crowd over here having a disagreement? Oh yeah, it's one of those night guys and the fire people. They just seem to not like each other. I'm never allowed to bring up the map. Oh, I could summon the boys here, and I remember why. There might be something unpleasant if we walk over there towards that lava. Tell you what, this would be a perfect opportunity. Oh, you already appeared. I didn't even get to finish my planning phase. Alright, tell you what. While presumably Yell Dead Cell kicks in, I'll do it myself. Fun. Fun. Elden Ring, so just make the boss run towards the player character, all crazy like, son. And you'll get her. You'll get her. Where is my dragon wound grease that I wanted to put on my bar? Alright, let's do this for real. Totally not frustrating. I totally wasn't cussing to myself that whole fucking time. I loved every second of that. Just big giant monsters that flail around crazy, son. That's what Souls games are. How are you going to impress people online? I'm still nowhere near doing Patch's job for him. Good times. Alright. So, how do we actually get to where the hell it is we're trying to go? We're up on the skirts of Volcano Manor, I just realized. I never really thought about it. The level layout. Wait, am I? No, I'm not making that up. For a second, I was like, wait, are we? Alright, let's just run around and get killed. It's a good game plan. It's a good game plan. Need a damn orange shard ring. Speaking of which, I see a guy over there. I guess we gotta go for it. This would be a perfect opportunity to eat one of these don't get burned up livers. Onions sold separately. We'll also go ahead and equip the fire resistance. Ho ho ha ha. Ho ho ha ha. Ho ho. Luckily, when you stand on slightly cooled liquid hot magma, it doesn't hurt your feet at all. Everyone knows only the viscous part hurts your feet. Now, is there actually something up there? I doubt it. That's probably what those messages are telling us. That's probably just death. And death be not kind, as they say, son, to the tune of Gilligan's Island. Death be not proud, I think is the actual name of that poem. Okay, no hole ahead. No head like a hole. Wait, why am I even pretending to care about you, crowd? That's giving you far too much credit and relevance. Oh, it's one of these sarcophagus regions where you can find bonus rune souls. Bonus rune souls! The sequel to Bonus Stage, everyone's favorite Flash animated series. Have any of you crowd watched Matt Wilson's Bonus Stage? There was a period of my life where I watched like every episode and would reference it all the time. All the time referencing Bonus Stage is what they used to say when they would talk about me. They're like, oh, Ben, he's all the time talking about Bonus Stage. I couldn't actually quote much of it right now. You know, I haven't watched it in a long time. I wonder if it's on YouTube now, since you can't really watch Flash animations anymore. Homestar Runner had to like get a secret extra player to allow them to show their Flash cartoons. Because Adobe was like, we're tired of updating Flash. Oh, you're one of them bears. I'm only stopping to fight you so I can make a reference to Ice-chan the polar bear lady from Ishizoku Reviewers. She's so soft and fluffy I can't resist. I forgot I despise these fucking things. You know what? I just remembered how much Elden Ring pisses me off. Let's go back to another 9-month hiatus. Alright, if you could get off my dick for 1 second, Ice-chan, I could prepare myself for you. She's so soft and fluffy that I didn't have a chance to prepare myself, to gird my loins. I don't have very much health restoring items. Is that all you do is walk over and scream a little bit and then get right outside of my attack radius and stand there for 2 hours? Everyone's favorite video game. God, I love not being mad about Elden Ring. Okay. Just give me the double. I can't burn the good sip because I had to use that up. But let's see if I can do something about you with the blood grease. We're even going to use barricade shield tactics. Hey, shit lord. Hooah! Couldn't hold L1 because you have instant startup attacks. It's such good game design. Just grab that model of the enemy and just drag it forward with no animation. Game of the year. If anyone complains, they're just bad at it, and you're better than them. You're better than them. You'll be selected for reproduction because of your qualities of how you play a video game. It's the first thing women look for. Ladies all the time be like, I can't get with no man Like uses summons in a Souls game. I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna die so badly and angrily. It really is the 10th experience reborn. Oh, Ice Chan wants this. Vengeance. Oh, I wasn't allowed to do that because in Elden Ring, when you knock an enemy down, their attack point 6 miles away because every enemy's the size of an airplane hangar. And you can't get there in time to get your reward for staggering them. Best game of all time. I love it so much. So fucking glad I'm back in Elden Ring. Actually, I am having a good time. I've told you all crowd 1,000 times that bitching and moaning is part of playing the video game. I don't know why you got to chastise me. You're like, I ain't said nothing, Uncle Tenfei. I ain't said nothing except for this sentence explaining how I didn't say nothing. I'm the one that tells truths, Uncle Tenfei. It's my brother that tells lies. He tells Tenfei lies. What's your favorite Tenfei lie to tell? You're like, that this channel's worth watching. I'm surprised you actually tell people about the Tenfei channel, son. That's a big step up in my book. Just activate these things as a joke. As a joke. Alright. We're still nowhere near where Patches wants us to go. I'm starting to think I might have picked the wrong path. I wonder why I put that there. I'm sure I knew why when it happened. Well, you guys just want to give me bones. You just want to give me bones. I'll take them. I guess this is where you go to farm thin beast bones for your crafting. For your various crafts. Alright, there's one of them Iron Maidens. I'm going to unironically run past them. The Hermit Village. I say, well, you know what? You crowd look like you have your own shit going on. You don't need me bothering you. Oh, I've been a boss fight now? Why you crowd gotta keep leaving boss fights laying around, huh? Can I touch a side of grace during a boss fight? I didn't even know that was a thing. Ow! Oh, you're magic. And plus, I didn't even use the correct item to give me defense. It's almost like I just sort of panicked. It's almost like I just sort of panicked. Another completely non-frustrating boss fight that I spent half of trying to get to where I could hit the boss. And notice when I knocked him down to his little repost point, the game was like, oh no, he's 3 feet now, tee-hee, tee-hee. You can't be allowed to hit him. I hate Hidetaka Miyazaki, and I always win. I always win. That's why they call me Winazaki. Are you like a person I can talk to? Because the talk prompt came up and then nothing happened. And then nothing happened. Oh. Is this like bugged, or is this where you're supposed to get Kama d'Azur from this guy that doesn't move? Oh, I mean, I know this is where you get it. That's like the Kamehameha spell that you use when you want to flat bust the game. You got to use it with the infinite mana flask. The infinite mana flask. Okay, we're no closer to our goal. But at least we did something? Is he the guy that's at the top of the elevator? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Maybe I need to go through this passage. I just need to get to this. Why is it so hard to get to that? Does the old Atlas tunnel lead us up to this ledge? Because these catacombs didn't, or at least the way I navigated them didn't. All right, one of these mine shafts. Is it not possible to escape this way? Did I guess, oh, I gotta ride the elevator up. I forgot how mine shafts work in Elden Ring. You had to forgive me. I forgot about all the copy-pasted mine shafts in Elden Ring. That everybody loves. So you crowd enjoying the return to form that is Standard Issue Samurai. I figured I needed to put something out that you crowd might actually want to watch, son. Ron's the Bay, if it ain't. I'm gonna continue bitching and moaning about Final Fantasy Tactics. The Evilus Chronicles will continue until viewership increases. Okay, that brings us right back to here, where we used to have fun. Back before I was mad at Elden Ring again. Back before I'd restoked the flame, refanned the flames of my burning passion for Elden Ring. Maybe I should have started out playing as old Rattail, wretched as he is. You're like, who's he talking about? Once again, all the Tenfei true believers that watch the secret videos. Just looking at each other and sharing a sad, knowing glance at how you're cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself out of world-class nonsense. Okay, I think we just needed to turn around. we just needed to turn around right here. So, if only we'd have known to go backwards. Like in that movie. I'm talking about Ready Player One. I was going to pretend not to know the name of the movie, but I know the name of it. I've never watched it, and I never intend to, but I know the gimmick of the stupid bullshit where they're like, nobody ain't never won this race, no matter how many Back to the Future DeLoreans and Bigfoot trucks they drive. And then the main character's like, I'm going to go backwards. Hey, you're not even a real boss fight. You just run away. I know your tricks. Ancient Dragon, Lana, Sax. But since it's Elden Ring and it's a boss, I guess I should engage with it. Since it's one of the best boss fights in all of gaming. I mean, it's in Elden Ring, so it has to be one of the best boss fights of all time. It has to be one of the best boss fights of all time. Or else it wouldn't be an Elden Ring, right? Right? Anyway, the main thing I know about Ready Player One... Oh, did Thorn die? I didn't realize it. Is there's a big titty cat lady in one scene who doesn't talk, I believe. She like takes a selfie with the main character and then sells it to the bad guys. If I was the bad guys, I'd be like, oh, that dipshit we've been chasing's in the background of this picture. I didn't notice because of the big furry cat lady titties. You're telling me they made a whole movie about people to go into a virtual world where you can make any avatar you want, and there's only one person who became a big titty cat lady? Everybody else was just like, I'm gonna be something from the 1980s. I'm super cool. I'm my own original character, the Iron Giant. And I'm Blazer from Bloverwatch. Oh no, I'm inexplicably firing a bunch of guns and ruining the point of my character from the original movie again. How embarrassing. Alright. We finally almost kind of sort of made it to where we were trying to get. And it was down here. Yeah, this is the other path you can take. There's like a mine you can go through to get up here if you don't want to take the proper path. You'd have to be some sort of wretch to do that. Actually, I think I actually need to go down there. I just realized. Because I think that guy's summon sign is in the room where you fight a boss at the end of that mine shaft. A boss that we certainly haven't already encountered in this very episode. Elden Ring having copy-pasted bosses. No, sir, you can't point that out. That's not a flaw, it's a feature. Just like Dark Souls 1, you had 3 big-assed Asylum Demon monsters. Okay, the easiest way to get back down there is probably to warp to here and then jump on one of the little poofy things that you jump on. So let's do that. Bellum Church. From up there around Rapala. Wait, I can't slaughter a Tarnished. I got that big meeting in men's room. And then there's one of these guys.
You again. I don't want any trouble.
Oh, that's right. You're one of those ones that's scared of me for some reason. Like I'm a dangerous person. Son. Robustness reduces rot buildup, I want to say. We might as well buy them. Use oh yeah, this is the thing that lets you take control of enemies. Even a standard issue samurai can use an item. So, look, I have such a good amount of stored. Son, like 369's, just the sensible amount to get you through like a 1.5 day stay at Clara. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just running past you. I'm sure you won't be mad. Remember when I was in this area in the earlier parts of this playthrough? When it was still good. You're like, I remember when you were here, but that second part, did you make that up? It's a cuckoo night! The werewolf jokes make themselves. Mentioning a werewolf that rendered him powerless. Okay, so we gotta go past these giant fart barnacles to get to the particular mine shaft we're seeking. Oh yeah, there's more golden seeds down here too. I probably shouldn't have ignored this area and left it for certain wretches. Certain secret video wretches. Hoo-ah! Back inside. Where nothing bad ever occurs. Real rainy down here. So many ladders. The Armless Slasher didn't even realize this was an option to get through the game. Yeah, if you don't want to get the, like, medallions that make the elevator work, this is another way to get upstairs. I'm sure nothing frustrating will happen. I'm sure I'll play the game exceptionally well. Thus denying you all of bitching and moaning. You're like, oh, I think we'll wait and see, Uncle Tenfei. Let's wait and see. Inside this place... Yes, I am afraid of my shadow. I'm paraphrasing Miri Cat Warrior, who counts as a cat warrior. One of the flavor texts of a card she's featured. Well, she's not featured on her flavor text is. Let's equip this thing and be real sneaky. Speaking of cat warriors and Khajiit warriors, let's sneak about. And our enemies will be none the wiser. Hoo-hoo! Oh, damn, we don't get the one shot with a backstab. Unless we combine that with the enhances critical attacks, which was the dagger charm, I believe. Yeah. Princess Garnet once again. With her summon magic that... I may have done one of each of Garnet's summons just to see what they look like, but I never really used her in the party, and even when I did, I never bothered using her summons. Not that I was particularly mad at any of the Eidolons, cough cough Odin, looking over at my official Freya Crescent Final Fantasy IX wall scroll that has Odin in the background, just to make my heart hurt. Just to make my heart hurt. A vulgar militia saw, son. Doesn't know appropriate language. I'm poisoned because my swings didn't work. Luckily, I brought a neutralizing blouse with me. This is a good path to take early in the game if you need upgrade materials. If you're using, you know, multiple weapons, not just what your character spawned with. I can't stop stepping on the poison fart mines. How in the world did you come out on top when I jump attack slashed you right then? Bushido! As always, you don't deserve it. We're not getting very good opportunities to sneak up on people. There was one sneakable enemy, and then everybody else is just hiding in ambush for us. Like the assholes they are. Like the assholes they are. Up we go. I got a hat! Oh yeah. Super, super useful item that I totally need. God, it's so quiet without my footfalls. It's almost like I should be entertaining your crowd with my words and deeds. With my words and deeds. You're like, is he going to bring up quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5? No, but I will bring up how easily I can imagine both Keisha Monaghan, a.k.a. Khajiit Jesus, and Professor Crescent, a.k.a. Freya Crescent, cosplaying as her. Sorry, I went a few seconds without making an awkward reference to a furry waifu. It's like how radio stations are required every so often to do one of their annoying bumpers to tell you what station you're living to. Living to? Listening to. You're like, I listen to radio stations, I live to Tenfei. Alright, sneak time is back on the menu, boys. If you can't do the sneak time, don't do the sneak crime, idiot. Okay, that guy's going to notice us when we go to sneak up on him, but I'm wondering if we print to strike him, if maybe the other one won't aggro. Power shot! It's true. Power shot. Power shot. That's what you get for trying to cold crank start your flame lamp, son. It's like a chainsaw. You got to warm that shit up. I need to make more of these. Can I make more neck bones? I could make 20 neck bones. Let's do it. How many of these have I got? 3? We want at least 6. At least 6. Just leave all this shit on here. Why not? You're like, it's not a proper Tenfei video unless you're A, awkwardly and unnecessarily referencing furry waifus, and B, spending way too much time in your inventory worrying about shit that don't really matter. So, I was almost about to do something besides secretly walk over here and stab you in the back. How shameful. Bushido. I think the code of Bushido says you can sneak up behind people and eviscerate them, disembowel them without their knowledge. But only if they're tremendous assholes. It's the tremendous asshole clause. You're like, yeah, that's what I call the Santa Claus. Because I hate Tim Allen. How dare you not give me instructions in my Super Nintendo Home Improvement game manual. Oh! I appreciate that you made an awful noise first. Just outside of your Bushido range. That's not really Bushido strange. Okay, I'm gonna roll down here since you crowd don't want to act sensible. You don't want to act like you got some sense. Bushido. I wonder if a fast Bushido will kill you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. R1 Bushido. It's a lost art. You're like, I thought they'd forgotten. I thought Uncle Tenfei lost the knowledge on how to do an R1 Bushido. Like going to the moon. Or how to make fast food not overpriced and terrible, son. They're lost technologies. Can you blow these fart mines up with a bomb? I've never checked. You can! Preempt to strike the fart bomb. You're like, I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Oh no! The last of the fart heekins got me. Dances with farts. Once again, the James Rolfe and Beavis and Butthead types can't stop winning in this episode. The best part is I can make as many references to Freya Crescent and Keisha Monaghan and Miri Cat Warrior, who counts as a Cat Warrior, as I want, because you know Beavis and Butthead have no idea who those characters are, and even if they did, they would probably just point out that they had boobs. And while I can't entirely fault them for that, son, if you ignore that rat and cat booty, son, we can't be friends. I think we're getting close to the point where I need to end the episode. How indulgent I've been with my references to shit like that is how close we are to needing to end the episode. I thought you were one of them exploding ones. I thought you were Explodia, even though no one's ever been able to summon him before. Alright, we're no longer backstabbing, so our dagger talisman can return to being something else that we kind of want to need to have. Just get your HP back for free. You'll get it back! You'll get your HP back that you squandered by being mad at the game. Alright, we're partway there. Some would even say we're halfway there. And that, whoa, we're living on a prayer. But I don't know who that would be. Maybe John Lennon, son. It's like John Lennon said, we've got to hold on to what we've got. And it doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. Don't even ask him to describe what our love is like, unless you like hearing about expired medications. That's technically another reference to my Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy pre-release sealed video. Although that was about bad elephants. Bad elephants. God, Tenpei videos must be so fucking confusing if you haven't watched every single one of them and also consumed every piece of media I have in my life. And also be partly insane. A lot of criteria. That's my excuse for why Tenpei videos don't even, like even the good Tenpei videos don't get that many views. There's too many requirements. But then again, without all of that stuff, is it Tenpei? Can Tenpei create a reference so esoteric and self-indulgent that even he doesn't comprehend it, son? Probably. So there's like bats here that sometimes sing music. You think I didn't see you up there, Sparky? Power flame shot! 453s. And he did a front flip when he died. He did a front flip when he died. Oh god, that's so embarrassing. Power shot. Ooh. Power shot. Ah. Is there a power shot nearby? Rabble, rabble, there you are. Power shot. Is that everybody? Everybody. I'm not required to point out the vague Homestar Runner nature of saying everybody twice. But it is a Homestar Runner reference. If nothing else, as long as you watch enough Homestar Runner, you'll get like at least 50% of Tenpei references. When you're taking a Tenpei exam and you don't know the answers, you didn't study correctly, always select Homestar Runner. And you'll probably at least get a low D. Huh. I gave your mom a low D. Yeah. That's an awful Beavis and Butthead impression. I deserve to fall to my death right here because of that terrible Beavis and Butthead. In my defense, I've spent 2+ hours yelling at this game like an asshole. What's the secret bonus ladder lead to as I do a Noctis jump? I shouldn't have rated that until I saw whether the item is actually precious. It's like that time SpongeBob insisted that Squidward could tell a hilarious joke to Mr. Krabs, and then he told some awful joke about a kid not being able to get into a pirate movie. And Mr. Krabs decided to sell out Fishmanity to the robots just based on that terrible joke. That's how I remember that episode going. I think Nosferatu showed up. I mean, I guess that's a good item if you use other weapons. Uncomfortable to step out there. Look at the foggy moor. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Figured I'd give you all just a moment of silence to gather yourselves. Okay, I hear singing. Someone singing the song of their peoples. At least until I get them within my line of sight. Probably with a flaming power shot. Probably with a flaming power shot. Speaking of which, flaming power shot! Flaming power shot! Yelling attack names doesn't always work. But when it does, it does. Claude Canny understands. He knows how to advance forward, son. He knows when to declare an enemy unexpectedly weak. Did one of you get aggroed somehow from that distance? A chunk of our awesome rock, the aggro crag, huh? Bushido! That's Kurosento when he got on Nickelodeon Guts that one time, and somebody tried to pass him on the aggro crag, son. Bushido'd. He also wouldn't have told Aaron how to play that basketball bungee dunking minigame in Super Nintendo Guts. Because figuring out the controls is part of the game, son. It's part of the game. Oh, you're good. You're real good. I thought for sure I could freestyle hit you with one fucking arrow. With one... You know what? Let's give you the Bushido that you crave. It's got Bushido that shitty bat monsters crave. Oh, you just like to fly around and shit and fart everywhere. Bushido! The ultimate counter to your immature fighting style. Bushido! I never realized bats were so Bushido-able. Probably because it's really hard to say. Okay. I realized you were having a bad time of it, so I'm gonna leave you be. He tried to escape, but hell followed. But hell followed. Hell's bells. Oh, it's one of these awful fucking things. Firebomb attack. I fucking told him. Oh, was that enough to make one of these bats mad? You crowd have a strange aggro radius. Bushido! Somehow that worked. Even I didn't expect that one to land. Alright, who's still around that needs killing? Oh. Ah. Octopus head. Octopus head Fred. Bald head Fred's enigmatic cousin who was in Foxhound. He wasn't at Shadow Moses because they already had Decoy Octopus. And Liquid Snake had already hung up the No Octopuses Club sign, which means they get one. Everybody gets one. Feel free to check with Spider-Man whether that's true. He'll back me up. Item ahead. Time for joy, so to speak, rump. Yeah, I'll leave that to you. I'm not a man to disparage a rump, but it's under my own terms and conditions. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Power shot. Oh. 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 Alright, another one of those singing assholes is around here. You're like, sounds like me after I get done eating a big Taco Bell dinner, Uncle Tempeh. Okay, hack ahead. Try luring out. Thanks, Turtle Man. Visions of Tranquility. There you are. Intangibility? There we go. Looking awfully tangible all of a sudden, mister. Step into my parlor, said the samurai to the bat. Bushido! He was a twofer, son. A Bushido twofer. First off, turn back and then seek grace. Okay, I don't want to let this random guy down that left a somewhat aggressive note. That's the problem with leaving a written note, is it's hard to convey tone. That's why we invented /sarcasm on the internet. You kids have like emojis of people rolling their eyes and shit. We had to use ASCII Kirby art. Bushido! Bushido! Why did you tell me to come back over here and seek Grace first? Grace weren't even here. Grace weren't even here. Isn't that the name of the secretary from Ferris Bueller's Day Off that likes sniffing like rubber cement? What say you? Be wary. Octopus. By the way, be wary of healing. I don't know if I've ever been up here. This doesn't look familiar to me. I know Soul the Confessor didn't come here. During 10-phase magical video game adventure Elden Ring. 10-phase true believers, Excelsior, etc. Let's get rid of the rabble before we rouse the big octopus. The big taco. Okay, cool. Let's do a little bit of loins girding just to be safe. Just like that time Homestar Runner and the gang, when they were in high school, played in a band, son. Just to be safe. I know Taco-kun hates fire. That's why he always gets mild sauce. He doesn't go straight for Diablo. Son, your cheesy gordita crunch isn't official unless it has Diablo sauce. Ooh! And roll away. Ooh! And roll away. You're the only one that it actually lets me crit your crit spot. Your critorus, as Penny Arcade calls it. See, I don't know why that's so tough. Anime magical girls. Miko Mito, if you're watching this. I didn't even have to unleash my purple hair bloodline ability. Tornado of Flame or whatever it is Miko does. Whenever she's in a real scrape. But she doesn't even have an end to back her up. I can't believe LeBlue Girl, or preferably LeBlue Girl Returns, is once again such required 10-phase viewing. If only Tommy were here to make his beloved Moose of Lust joke that I can't explain to y'all unless you've seen the first episode of original LeBlue Girl dubbed. Like we came across that one time when I learned that not only was there anime with titties in it and other activities involving said havers of titties. Okay, here's where the grace was. But also that you could download it on LimeWire, son. Not since that magical evening that I discovered Dr. Comet's Kimono Islands had been uploaded to LimeWire was I so taken aback. God, now I wish Dr. Comet had worked on the Blue Girl, son. Miko Mito's character design could have been much more appealing. Okay, that's it. We've reached the culmination of me making the episode too uncomfortable for you kids. So I guess I'll just shut up and put her to bed. And put her to bed.